Robin, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. Do you want to tell me a little about why you came in today?
Well, I need some assistance with my soon-to-be adopted son, Brandon. He came to us, he came in our life when he was a young teenager, but he really came into our life when he was 16 and moved in with us when he was 19. I have two birth children right around the same age, and they're fairly easy. They're not complicated. Brandon's had a complicated past.
Yeah. Complicated?
Yeah. He lost his real dad at 8 years old. He fell over of a massive heart attack right in front of Brandon.
Oh.
And then when he was 14, he found his stepdad, Wally, who I've learned really wasn't his stepdad, but who he considered his stepdad. He found him dead of a massive heart attack.
So it sounds like Brandon's had a fairly hard life so far.
Yeah, and he's been through abuse with his mother. Not so much her, but her boyfriends.
Her boyfriends?
Yes. Boyfriends, husbands. I'm not quite sure of what they all were or how many there was. I knew there was one that was really bad that actually shot his dog in front of him.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So he's complicated. And he reads on about a 5th grade level. He has ADD. And coping skills, obviously, is something he lacks.
So it sounds like you've taken on a lot by taking on Brandon into your family.
Yes. But it's important to us because he does a lot for us, too. We need to get him through high school. We need him to feel like he belongs. I mean, he already knows what he does for me. He's just a good kid.
Good kid?
He allowed me to forgive myself.
It's okay.
It's silly because, my kids forgave me. They had to. They have no choice but to have me as a mom. But I didn't realize they forgave me because I was worth forgiving.
So Brandon's also, it sounds like he's also brought a lot to the table for you, too.
Yeah, and I don't know how to help him. He's a hard shell to bust through, and you can only get things when he gives them to you. You have to know, like I know now in January, it's his birthday, but it's also like right around the time of my parents' anniversary is the death of his real dad and his real dad's birthday. So you got to look for signs.
Signs?
Yeah, of how he changes, how his attitude changes. This is horrible. I don't want them to drink, any of my kids, but of course I'm not stupid. I know they're going to.
Yeah.
I'd rather know they are. So they are allowed to drink in moderation, and you can tell when Brandon drinks what's going on in his life because he talks.
Yeah.
Like, he started talking about Wally, which was his stepdad, and then I remembered that Wally died around hunting season. So I connected that. That's why he was talking about it, because hunting season started at the beginning of September. So I need to get him help with that. And I don't know how, because how do you get a boy to talk?
Yeah.
And I need to get him through school.
So there's a lot going on in Brandon's life that you need to try to help him with right now.
Yeah. The best thing, I don't want to put him on medication. Because I'm on medication. I don't want him to depend on that to trigger anything. I want him to be able to do it on his own. But Brandon is lazy.
Lazy?
Yes. He's never been forced to do anything, and he's never been told that he can do anything. So therefore he doesn't think he has to do anything, I guess. I don't know. So it's just a lot on me because I got 2 wonderful kids and I don't want to take from them out either. And to the table they bring significant others who are all now part of our family too. So we have this big meshed extended family because we don't have family. So we created one.
So it sounds like you've used your children's significant others and Brandon to kind of form your own little family to be happy.
Not necessarily for me. I grew up in a bigger family and I know what it's like to have the support. But then death and disputes and ignorance separated that, and my husband and I are trying to build a support team so that we know once we're gone that our kids have that. Because my husband also comes from a big family with the same issues. So, I mean, yes, it makes us happy, but we want to know that they're there for each other. And it takes a village to raise a child, right?
Yeah.
It really does, obviously. So I'm just taking on a lot with that. I'm in school myself.
School?
Yeah. So I just really needed to speak about all that and get it off my chest. I don't tell my children that.
Yeah. Sounds like you have a lot that you're thinking about and you're processing and going through as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a learning process. I have issues on my own from the past, so, I work through them every day. And I just need to sometimes talk out loud, and, if you do that at home, people think you're crazy. Especially when you answer yourself back. So, that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah. Sounded like you just had a lot of stuff that you needed to get off your chest and talk about and everything.
Yeah. Yes. There's probably a lot more, but that's probably about all I can get out today.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to come in again and bring some more information about Brandon and just talk through it and have somebody listen to me so I can think it through in my head.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe keep a journal, because I will get lost if not.
Sounds like a great idea. Well, I think that we got a lot done today, so at our next meeting, we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more and maybe have a plan of action.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Robin.